Greetings everybody, it's Red Hunter, and welcome back to the second episode of my human Noble Woman playthrough, Noble Origin Story playthrough. We were tasked to go find our brother, but then our Nan, her, also our cook, slash Nan, also tasked us to get our Minbari hound out of the...
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
What a smart boy you are. Oh, yes you are.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits.
He's trying to tell me something, I think.
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Please enter a name for the dog. H-A-P-L. Haplo. Which is another character that I like from fiction, from the Deathgate cycle.
Let us dispatch!
I was gonna read the... Let me read the codex. Yeah, you guys can read that. Really?
Quickly!
Okay. Don't growl at the thing, eat it. Okay, these things are get one shot. Codex updated. Rat. What are you, mad? Even the most giant of rats aren't going to present anything that much of a problem to anyone larger than a cat. Even the stories in the archives that tell blight-touched rats still attributed them with the ability to spread the plague. These rats themselves got no larger than perhaps 3 feet in length, covered in sharp, bony spikes and boils. Disturbing, certainly, but dangerous? This is no fantasy conquered by madmen, young man. You have much more important creatures to concern yourself with. Transcript of a lecture given by Neela, senior enchanter. Note, she was later eaten by a blight rat.
Get these beasts out of here!
I mean, I don't...
Let us end this!
I'm not sure why we're killing rats. Okay. It's...
No glory in bloodshed!
So this wooden crate.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
So maybe it was just a coincidence?
Doubtful. Look at the garbage they got into. Your hound doesn't eat like that. He's much more finicky. But seeing as you've got your Minbari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Okay, bye. More elf root. Alright, come on, dog.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was just defending the ladder, your ladder from rats, big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
My faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Hey, leave him alone.
Don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Okay. Let's go, Let's save. And let's go find our brother. Tell him what for we just went in there. Whoops. Alright, we gotta go upstairs. We want to go this way. Hello, good man.
Good evening, milady.
Just remember your place. Alright. This is the main hall. Those are portraits of the lords and ladies, I'm assuming. What? We don't have an active quest, do we? Let's go in here.
Hello, my dear girl. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Exactly, show some respect. Take it, do with some discipline.
Perhaps you could help me with that. Might you join me in teaching this lesson?
Certainly I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady.
It's your skill as a tutor, of course.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the Ternier of Highever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elathea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain Highever's independence.
And he let us keep the...
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elathea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Cunning during the plagues?
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Tell about our relationship with Arl Holly.
The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Ternier's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, But how sided with Orlais? Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
And it was right, they are our vassals.
True, but if you expect to rule simply on writ, you'll find yourself ousted by a coalition of angry Arls. The House eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
I'm in the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. But perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
Mother says the Darkspawn will all be killed and I won't see one. Is that true?
Good evening, my lady.
History of Brawl, Chapter 1. Yeah, I'm not reading this. But I will leave it there for anybody who wishes to read it. There's a book here. History of Ferelden, Chapter 2. Alright, more. Let's see if I can find the third history. Alright.
Very well.
Look. Culture Ferelden. Okay. Or just rocking up the XP. Anyway. So what I was thinking was, what I may just do is do like, show you guys the key moments such as when I level up and stuff like that, and possibly big battles. Instead of just, I mean, beyond the origin stories, because those are what's different. Otherwise, you see a lot of the same stuff. Like stuff with Osaghar's, all the same. Still gotta fight through the tower, still gotta do all that stuff. Alright, upstairs we go. Oh no.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Nan's had its blood and my hound ate the kitchen staff.
Well, at least one of us will have had a decent dinner. Perhaps your hound left something I can feed my guests. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course. It is good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
You're looking handsome yourself.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
You would think that it would make it easier to make a match for her, not more difficult.
Perhaps your daughter simply has a mind of her own, your ladyship. You should be proud.
Proud doesn't get me any more grandchildren.
Perhaps we should speak alone sometime?
I would like that, milady.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Yeah, sure, I should go. Why can't I have a bad feeling about all
As
this?
do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
As you wish.
Good. I was worried you might be nervous about running the castle alone. I needn't have been concerned.
I should go.
I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
I love you too.
Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Alright, up where we go. Alright, let me call this episode here. See you guys next time. Red Hunter